Alright, so I am out doing a little pre-ride for a potential route for FL-STOC 2022. I'm down here visiting my brother in Eustis, Florida, which is not too far from Ocala and Silver Springs. And the route goes fairly close to where he lives, out on the east side of Eustis, off of County Road 44. So I'm able to not start right at Silver Springs, but pick it up at the closest point to his house and pre-ride this just to kind of see what it's going to be like. The worst part of the ride today is that it's a bit of a rainy day, but I dressed for it, so I'm good. And I'll just pick up a few spots to add some excerpts and highlights of what the route's like. I'm planning to make my way eastbound over to south of Daytona Beach and then ride out to A1A and up through Daytona Beach along the beachfront through Ormond Beach, and then come out on the north side of that. There's a great little restaurant that my brother introduced me to this past year called Loggerheads, right on the Atlantic Ocean, that will plan to be our lunch stop, and then cut back inland through a marshy area. I can't remember the name right now. I'll be sure to put some information about it on the thread about FL-STOC. So anyway, like I said, hopefully it won't be too rainy, and I'll get a few excerpts to share with you and hopefully whet your appetite a little bit for coming down to Florida and riding with us in November. Get the rain out of the way now, because this past November for FL-STOC 2021 we had some pretty miserable weather, so we hope not to repeat that. Crossing the Intercoastal Waterway out onto the barrier island and Daytona Beach. So for those of you that have visited Daytona Beach, this may not be the most enjoyable portion of the ride until we get to where we have a little bit more of the Atlantic Ocean that we can view. But if you've never ridden through Daytona Beach, then this is kind of a must at some point. There is the Atlantic Ocean. So we've got 9 miles to head north along this, and we're going to stop at a beachfront park before continuing further up past Ormond Beach to our lunch stop. The Hilton, Daytona Beach, what they call the Ocean Walk Village. Alright, 7 more miles up the A1A highway as we go north of Ormond Beach until we get up to Loggerheads Bar and Grill for lunch. Alright, we finally get up to the section of A1A where there's no resorts or homes between us and the ocean. Again, like I said, there is this little bit of break with the palmetto bushes and some of the mangrove bushes. that do limit it, but there's plenty of pull-offs. And boardwalks. Unfortunately, some of these pull-offs are not paved. Walk over here while we're stopped for lunch and experience a little bit of the Atlantic Ocean beach. Plenty of outdoor seating. It is first come, first served though. Back across the Intercoastal Waterway. This is definitely a hidden little gem of a section, although I know a lot of people know about it because the last time I rode through here it was quite busy. And a few curvy roads.